What if I were to tell you that there is a one card combo that can give you almost 2,000 life points and also make 4 disruptions in one card combo? This is seriously the next meta deck. What's going on with ya, big dog? And it is an amazing day for Yu-Gi-Oh! I hope that your day is going phenomenal, but if it isn't, don't let what happened at the beginning of your day ruin the rest of your day. Speaking of days, in about a couple of them, if not now, if you go to an OTS store, Dimension Force will completely change the meta. The Therion support does help so many strategies inside of the meta currently, as well as some strategies that are looking to change their fortune. The new Therion King Regulus is going to help so many strategies in Yu-Gi-Oh! Not only can it easily be special summoned to your side of the field by equipping a machine or a Therion monster from your graveyard, it also allows you to prevent your opponent from stopping you one time by sending a Therion, which can be himself, to the graveyard to stop that effect. Meaning if your opponent is trying to protect it with a card like Branded Moss on their Branded Fusion, Therion King Regulus say, I don't negate no activations, I negate effects, let me bypass that. Another thing I want to point out about Regulus is that he does not negate the activation. So if your opponent does have a card that runs around and say, oh, your activation can't be negated, we're not negating the activation, we're negating the effect. And to make this ultra consistent, Konami decided to give us another Therion's card to easily search Regulus in Therion's Borea Lily. This allows you to send a card on your field to the graveyard to be able to search a Therion spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. This allows you to search Therion's Coliseum, and once Borea's in the graveyard, you get the free summon of a Regulus. But hold on, wait a second, let me do some analytical analysis. Therion's Lily Borea is a plant monster. Bro! Therions have the potential to be not only a really good strategy on its own right, but also giving support to so many other strategies. Like this one card combo we are going to talk about using the most dangerous card in Yu-Gi-Oh! This seriously might be stronger than Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. Let's go ahead and jump on in so I can reveal this card of serious magnitude as Sun C Genius Loki. It's funny because this card is low-key busted. This level 1 normal monster is going to facilitate full combo, and I'm going to explain how these cards work because there's other different variations of this combo to make amazing plays. Sunseed Genius Loki can either be special summoned to your side of the field with cards like Bonfire Blossom or Unexpected Die, or it can also be searched from your deck to your hand with cards like Painful Decision. Regardless, if you are starting with a Sunseed Genius Loki, odds are you're doing a pretty good job of your combo sequence. We're going to go ahead and start with this combo by normal summoning the Sunseed Genius Loki, then using it for a link summon into our Sun Vlandrias. The amazing thing about this is that Sun Vlandrias can actually add a Sunvine spell or trap card when you use Loki as material, but Dryas is not once per turn, meaning as long as you're using Loki to be able to special summon Dryas or link summon into Dryas to your side of the field, you'll be able to add a Sunvine card every single time. Using the effect of Dryas, we're going to get Sunvine Sowing and then activate its effect. We'll use Sunvine Sowing to be able to special summon Sunseed Twin to our side of the field, and then we'll use the effect of both of our monsters. Sunseed Twin will allow us to special summon a monster from our graveyard to our side of the field in Loki as Chainlink 1. We're doing it like this to be able to avoid cards like Ghost Spell and Haunted Mansion. And then as Chainlink 2, we're going to use Sun Vlandrias to be able to gain 1,000 life points and summon Sunvine Healer to our side of the field. Resolving, we're going to go ahead and special summon Loki to an arrow that can be pointed to diagonally. So basically in this zone where the twin zone is, or right here, and then we're going to activate the effect of Sunvine Healer, targeting Dryas to gain 300 life points. Now, there are different methods to go from the combo from here. A lot of times with this deck, if you're going in your opening hands, you're going to have more life points to your opponent, which is a huge advantage for this strategy. It allows you to extend a little bit deeper. If you don't have more life points than your opponent, then, I mean, not only will you be gaining life points in the long run, but you can also just special summon the card that I'm going to special summon a little bit later in your combo without adding it to your hand and needing to have more life points than your opponent. One other thing I want to talk about this strategy is that in time, yeah, this strategy can be a real jerk, as you can gain a ton of life points on your turn, which can just genuinely put you in the win zone from there. But let's go ahead and link summon into our Aromatherapy. I cannot say this card's name right. Linking both of these monsters off into Aromatherapy Jasmine, and then we are going to activate our Jasmine's effect. We're going to tribute off our Sunseed Genius Loki to be able to special summon a Mardell Generator Boss of Light. Now, if you guys do not have more life points than your opponent, then obviously you want to summon the card that Mardell is going to search, which is going to be the Auromage Laurel. You just summon that monster to your side of the field. Instead, it doesn't necessarily change the combo by too much. You're going to have to use an additional link, but it's still very doable. But in this particular sequence, we can summon Mardell right here to search our Laurel, and then activate Laurel's effect to summon itself to the side of the field. I'm going to then go ahead and link summon using my Mardell and my Laurel. It's really important that we use Laurel right here into another Jasmine. And there's one ridiculous effect about Jasmine is that as long as you gain life points, Jasmine will allow you to search a plant monster from your deck to your hand as many times as you want to. I'm going to go ahead and activate the effect of Laurel, which will give me 500 life points, and then I'll trigger the effect of both of my Jasmines. Its effect is a once per turn while face up on the field, but if it goes to the graveyard and come back like we'll do in this combo, you can search again. With the first Jasmine, I'm going to add my Therion's Lily Borea, and then with my second Jasmine, I'm going to add a Rose Girl from my deck to my hand. I'll then go ahead and follow up by activating the Therion's Lily Borea. You can target any of your cards from the graveyard to be able to summon itself to the side of the field and equip the monster to it. And then immediately we'll use our Therion's Lily Borea, sending the Mardell to the graveyard to be able to add our Colosseum. The amazing thing is that this card is like super searchable for this deck through a Auromage Jasmine. It can also be special summoned off a Lone Fire. There's so many ways to get into this card with this particular deck, and it does help a ton. From here, I'm going to go ahead and make one of the most dangerous monsters in this deck, and Sunvalon Melius, using both my Borea and my Jasmine. And then we're going to activate the effect of Melius. You won't believe what we're summoning: the most busted monster in Yu-Gi-Oh!, Sunseed Genius Loki. I'll then activate my Therion's Ring Colosseum, using its effect to be able to add Regulus from my deck to my hand. And then I'll special summon Regulus by attaching the Borea to it as material. So here's going to be our first in line of many of disruptions we're going to get with one card. And keep in mind, we still have 4 other cards in our hand. From here, we're going to go ahead and make a second copy of Sunvalon Melius, using both the Loki and the Jasmine. We'll then trigger this Melius's effect. We'll be able to special summon another Loki to our side of the field. The reason why we're doing this is because they're free monsters that will allow us to gain some really big monsters in the long run. Because right here, I'm going to use my Loki for another link summon. I'm going to link summon into Sunvalon Dryas. Now, since Dryas was used with Loki's effect, we can go ahead and trigger its effect again, which is still really ridiculous. We're going to add Sunvine Shrine from the decks to the hand, and then we're going to conduct another link summon into our Bengal Lancer. Now, Bengal Lancer is actually a terribly powerful card. It allows us to quick effect bounce an opponent's effect monster, and then if it's in the graveyard, we can banish monsters that equal to link 4 to summon itself to the side of the field. If we could not summon the Laurel from our hand to the side of the field because our life points was lower, it's actually perfectly fine. We would link off our Bengal Lancer and then summon it back to our side of the field. But since we are able to summon our Laurel, it's actually kind of cool. If our opponent is able to break our board, well, on the following turn, all we have to do is banish link monsters in the graveyard to summon Bengal Lancer to our side of the field, and it kickstarts our next combo. So from here, I'm going to add Sunvine Shrine from my deck to my hand. I'm going to go ahead and activate it, using its effect discarding the Rose Girl for activation requirement, and then it can special summon a level 4 lower normal plant monster back to my side of the field. I will then activate the effect of my Sunseed Twin here, we're going to banish the Sun Valandrias to be able to target one monster in our graveyard. We have to have two monsters in the graveyard with the same name. We can target one of them and special summon them. So we'll special summon Jasmine right here, and then we'll use the effect of Shrine to be able to special summon Loki to our side of the field. And guess what we're going to do, guys? We are going to gain some more life points. I'm going to link summon into Sunvine Healer on top of my Bagel Lancer, using its effect to target Melius. We're going to gain an additional 900 life points and trigger Jasmine's effect to be able to add Snowdrop the Rika Fairy from my deck to my hand. This is an incredible combo. As I'm still not done, I'll go ahead and activate the effect of Rose Girl. That'll out itself to the hand, and then I'll perform another link summon into my Sun Valandria Tinri. I'm going to go ahead and link off using the Sun Valand Healer and the Melius right here, making sure that it points to my Bagel Lancer, and then using its effect to be able to add another Sun Valand trap card from my deck to my hand, which is going to be Sun Valand Bloom. I'll then finish up by using my Rika Teardrop, tributing off my Jasmine to be able to summon herself and the Rose Girl to my side of the field, and then I'll use the effect of Rika targeting herself, making itself and the Rose Girl level 8. We can then Exceed summon into the Teardrop Rika Queen, using both of our plant monsters summoned off of the Rika, and here is our full combo. Allow me to explain. Because we control a Link 4 or higher plant monster, Sun Valand Bloom allows us to negate the effect of face-up monsters our opponent currently controls. Also, if it battles, it can make your Link monster gain the combined attack of everything that it points to. I mean, I probably should have put the Teardrop right here and maybe the Regulus, but it's all good in the hood. Sun Valandria Tinri allows us to tribute a monster we control, which could be Bagel Lancer, to destroy cards up to its Link rating, meaning that we can destroy 4 cards on the field, and Bagel Lancer can then come back to the side of the field since we haven't used its effect. We have Therion King Regulus that can negate the activation of a card, and of course our Rika Queen, which can detach a material to tribute our opponent's monster. What is going on here? The Plant Therion deck is actually incredible. It easily has the chance to be a tier 1 deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! And that is all that we have for today's video. I want you to let me know, what do you think about Plants after Dimension Force? This 1-card combo is amazing, and I can't wait to show you in a potential live duel with this strategy. Of course, if you have anything else to contribute about the Sun Valand plant strategy, go ahead and post down below in the comment section. There are tons of combo potential. Basically, after you summon both Jasmines to your side of the field and gain 2 searches, combo potential is limitless. But I also want you to check out these videos for more amazing content, and go ahead and check out this one for Master Duel Cali if you want to see more Master Duel content, as I'll catch you on the next video.